Reading for February of 2026. And make sure y'all give the video a like, subscribe to the channel if y'all enjoy the content. I will have a donations link in the description box below. So what's going on for the current energy? Current energy for today. All right, so we have the Ace of Swords reversed at the bottom, Three of Swords, a situation involving someone's ex here. A lot of lies being seen through the Two of Swords reversed. There's a situation involving someone's ex that keeps on repeatedly lying, or people that are connected to this individual that's involved with having something stagnated or stalled, with the Two of Swords being in reverse, and whatever is being stalled is being seen for what it is. There's also a lot of impostering going on with the Seven of Swords energy. The Eight of Wands. This could be taking place online. A lot of conversations are being had, but someone is trying to imposter someone. This is a situation connected to a third party situation involving an ex. Four of Cups reverse. Five of Cups reverse. Yeah, Ten of Pentacles reverse. Aquarius energy. Queen of Fire. Seven of Wands. Judgment reverse. Scorpio energy. Cancer energy. King of Pentacles and the Four of Swords. Someone's doing something relentless with the Seven of Swords energy involving a hell of a lot of theft here with its Ten of Pentacles reverse. This is illegal what is being done to someone's money. This could be being done to a Scorpio or Cancer, Aquarius. These individuals are stealing this individual's fucking money with this Ten of Pentacles reverse. These two right here have a lot of involvement beyond that. These are two authoritative figures that are fucking with a public figure's finances with a Ten of Pentacles reverse. This is illegal what is being done. And this is connected to a situation involving this individual's ex here with the Three of Swords. If these individuals think that this ain't being seen, it is. With the Two of Swords reverse, these individuals are under scrutiny right now because I'm messing with a public figure here with the Star reverse. That came up in one of my last readings. And I'm gonna tell you how they're screwing with this individual with this Ten of Pentacles reverse, relentlessly trying to take money from them. This is giving me the vibes of a surveillance van right here. There's a Fed for surveillance van. You know what that means? That's a good sign. That means that these individuals ain't gonna be getting away with this much longer because for them to have a physical surveillance van present, your ass better watch it. This was already done though, is what I'm getting with the Chariot card. They already got the evidence here. And they're looking straight towards a King of Pentacles energy. They know exactly who's behind this. This give me the vibes of a surveillance van. And with the Judgment card being in reverse, this is all about them. Some type of evidence here was accumulated to prove that these individuals have no probable cause to conduct a search on someone, which is a Fourth Amendment violation. And they're also being seen to be violating something involving a court situation here connected to someone's ex. And yet these individuals are connected to this Ten of Pentacles reverse. Tell you, bro, this surveillance van or some form of surveillance vehicle that's not a local or a state surveillance vehicle. And they're looking straight towards this King of Pentacles energy. And you see how this hand is up like that? That's money. That's red-handed, busted red-handed with money. Look at this Ten of Pentacles reverse. And you see how this is a spade? That would be the King of Swords energy. The King of Spade. See how this is a spade that's swords. This is representing someone in power here with this Chariot card. I'm looking at the pattern on this individual's whatever they wearing. And look, they got money right here too. Look at that. See that dollar sign? They have it right here too. Uh-huh. There's a color pattern here too that if this is a FBI surveillance van, they got evidence here linking this to a few officials with the color pattern of blue and black. That's the color of that flag. Hmm. See, they definitely got evidence on law officials here stealing a whole hell of a lot of currency with this Ten of Pentacles reverse. They know what the fuck you're doing. They know exactly what you involved in or what you're doing. Why am I getting this may be a Fed surveillance vehicle? But this, I'm getting that this is past tense though. This was already done. So if they look around, they're not going to catch this. It was already caught. But this was covert. Some of you may have not even been aware of that, but it was already around to accumulate this Ten of Pentacles reverse energy and to prove something involving someone having their Fourth Amendment violated with unreasonable searches on a person. And the person that's connected to this illegal, unlawful searches being done to someone's ex with this Three of Swords energy. But they have probable cause on these individuals due to a lot of theft here with this Ten of Pentacles reverse. Illegal activities. Clarify that. Didn't I just tell you the King of Swords in it? Look, King of Spades. Didn't I just say that? Yeah, this individual definitely got a lot of information, and they could have been the main ones that was driving this van. It's not just this King of Pentacles that this individual is looking at. They're looking at this Ten of Pentacles being in reverse here. This is and this is them taking all this evidence back, accumulating all that to prove someone is being falsely accused with the judgment reverse energy. This is illegal, unlawful oppression too of a public figure. I'm also speak the fuck up on my behalf because I know what's going on. I may not be on here speaking up all day, every day, but I've been accumulating evidence myself and creating a long dialogue when it comes to things being done in a public setting. I know exactly who is intertwined with who is connected to who, and where this currency is going to. Trust that. You think ain't nobody gonna sit there and do anything about it? You're gonna receive unexpected surprise or a knock at your door. I know who you are, what you evolved in, what you've been doing for a long time on my YouTube channel, and I've been sitting there investigating it because I got the right to do so. You really don't know who's working for me and working with me. It ain't me working for somebody, it's who's working for me. This is also to the other public figures that has had to endure injustice in regards to your currency. You being short of the currency. You notice how you don't have genuine supporters. If you ever live stream on this platform, you don't have genuine supporters. You have a bunch of bot accounts. It's because your channel is infected with malware. There's evidence on that. Your channel has been affected with malware. Sound like to me they got all the evidence that they needed on this Ten of Pentacles reverse, and now they're going back and processing everything. They got evidence on someone's ex relentlessly trying to have them falsely accused of things that they're not doing. And these individuals are connected to this Ten of Pentacles in reverse. These are the same individuals that are connected to a marriage too, in reverse. A lot of benefits being made off of marriage, with the Ten of Pentacles being in reverse. Clarify this King of Swords. The Four of Wands. This King of Swords is watching a fire sign's house. There's a home under investigation too with this Four of Wands energy. Yeah, yeah. You got a chimney, you got a fireplace, huh? Living in a nice old subdivision, huh? Sitting there stealing from the poor. That's how you got what you got. You've been stealing from people for a long time. See, these individuals are really not going to be interested in. I ain't trying to say this in a bad way because I know what poor really is. They're interested in the people that has all these nice things. Got all buying up all these vehicles and boats. That's what their main focus is. And a lot of people accuse the feds of being haters. Oh, well, they're haters because you could get all that bullshit. They know something is off. Where's all this money coming from? That's what they like to know. Where's all this money coming from? It's not because they're a hater. They're doing their job to investigate. Now, hold on a minute. They're doing their job to investigate. They're not a hater because there's a lot of suspicions coming from a lot of things that has caught their attention. That's another thing I'm getting out this energy right here with this chariot card. That's all about vehicles. These individuals doing this to a public figure will be stopped. It sounds like to me they're very passionate about defending these individuals with the star card reverse. There's some feds here very passionate about defending a few public figures with the star card reverse. People are going to speak up. They're going to report these activities. Yes, they're going to report this to the Federal Trade Commission. And that's going to get back straight to the FBI's entity. And they're going to go ahead and look into that because of a lot of fraud being committed in this individual's name. And what's going to happen is people are going to team up together because there's probable cause. And there's going to be a search conducted on these individuals and what's going to take place. All them new vehicles you sitting up on, that nice house you sitting in, you ain't going to be sitting in it much longer. You ain't going to have all the nice vehicles for much longer. No, you ain't. Think you're going to sit there and accumulate and steal currency from people that are social media stars and collect all this 10 of pentacles in reverse here, think that you're going to live your best life. All them vehicles are coming out your possession because it's required for them to seize that on a search warrant. You have your fucking assets seized, you understand me? You ain't gonna get away with this. They know what you're doing to these public figures. They know exactly what the fuck you're involved in and what you're doing to these public figures. It's not just one person. There's several of them that are being shorted of their currency, and the IRS is on it too. Knight of Swords reversed. This is something that is out of control. You motherfuckers will fall, you will die, and you will go to prison. Stealing money from these public figures like that is gonna land you in federal penitentiary. You're gonna die in that bitch too. You gonna rot, you motherfuckers. You gonna rot, every single last one of you fucking rats. You gonna rot, you gonna die. Your family's gonna die. Each and every last one of you fucking pricks that's been doing this shit to people, you're gonna die. You're gonna get your fucking face stumped in that prison cell over and over and over and over. You the same individuals that like to sit there and exploit children and traffic them. That's another thing that the FBI got information on and the hardcore evidence to prove what you really about. You fucking scumbag. Wouldn't surprise me if one of these individuals, angels, come through one of the SWAT members and their finger slips during a raid. It's good for you. It's good for you. Give me a closing message. Okay, so this is illuminated. They're gonna go to prison. They're gonna go to prison for being unfit parents. King of Pinnacle Diverse told you. They're going to prison for children here. There's a lot of money and involvement connecting these individuals to children. They could look forward to. There's a raid about to pop off. Told you. Told you. They're about to be raided for trafficking, sex trafficking, with its non pinnacle diverse. sex trafficking, a lot of scheming and scamming, stolen currency. There's an extortion that's going down too with this King of Pentacle reverse. There's a lot of extortion that has been investigated. They're gonna go to prison with the Eight of Swords. This is all exposed, and this is gonna make somebody really happy. They will be exposed for trafficking children too. With this message of fire reverse, that's a page of wands reverse. This asshole will be exposed. Them and the rest of them. There's a raid happening. Clarify the tower. Knight of Cup traverse. So this raid is being done because of a lot of extortion and fraud. It's all about fraud. There's some sex extortion coming out too. Why is the Eight of Swords there? Queen of Swords. Hmm. Queen of Swords coming up in reverse. This is all about malice energy. Sound like to me someone's old lady's going there too. They could all get it. They could all get it. Someone's old lady's gonna be going there too. And anybody else that's connected to these individuals. Some of these individuals could be feeling a bad feeling. Like they feel something bad about to happen. That's their downfall. That's their raid popping off. That means they're losing their whole empire is falling for trying to relentlessly obstruct somebody else's empire because you think the feds don't analyze things when it comes to public figures the way that they make their currency. It's legit. You going behind them and stealing all this currency. You're gonna see what superficiality is gonna get you. It's gonna get you with your old lady locked up, you locked up, and everybody else connected to you locked up. Cause you ain't nothing but a trafficking piece of shit that deserves to go exactly right where you belong. That's exactly the place you belong in. Go ahead and get on here and read out some violations on cyber violations. All right, so it's under the 18 USC 1030, known as Computer Fraud and Abuse Act. Under the CFAA, located under Title 18, Crimes and Criminal Procedure, Chapter 47. This law prohibits unauthorized access or exceeding authorized access to protected computers to steal data, commit fraud, or cause damage. This is under 18 USC 1030, known as Computer Fraud and Abuse Act, CFAA. Like I said, unauthorized access with the Ten of Pentacles reverse. It's also under the 18 USC 1028 Identity Theft and Assumption Deterrence Act. Applies to using stolen personal information. Telling you. That's under the identity theft. That's the title and section for identity theft on a federal level. It says electronic communication under the 18 USC 2510-2523 Wiretap Act and 18 USC 2701-2712 Stored Communications Act. Cover interception and unauthorized access of stored communications. Better watch it, bro. You don't know who some of us are. We're gonna turn your whole world upside down. There's a reason why we know things that we know. That's God's given gift right there, bro. That's the talent that He blessed us with to take these type of cowards down with this right here, the mind. Here's where the kicker is: these individuals don't know nothing about these titles and sections. They don't even know that this exists because they're too used to abusing their authority, getting away with committing numerous amount of crimes. These are individuals that's not used to being held accountable. But federal titles, sections, and codes and digital proof of evidence will hold you accountable. Under those exact titles and sections, what I just read out. You think somebody don't have advancement when it comes to certain things, but they really do. What's the matter? You think people are stupid to what you're doing? You think people are dumbfounded, right, to what you're doing? All they got to do, all the FBI agent got to do is go and check, go back and listen to what I just called out through those titles and sections. It's going to resonate with exactly that. I know my information. And these uneducated scumbags that think that they know everything, they don't want to take accountability, your ego will be your downfall. Maybe I should read it out again. That's all about the legal Bible. That's how I interpret that. That's the legal Bible and the federal laws, the way I interpret it. 18 USC 1030, Computer Fraud and Abuse Act, covers hacking, unauthorized access, and data theft. Identity theft, 18 USC 1028, Identity Theft and Assumption Difference Act, Deterrence Act. What I mean, Assumption Deterrence Act applies to using stolen personal information. Electronic communication, 18 USC 2510-2523, Wiretap Act, and 18 USC 2701-2712, Stored Communications Act, cover interception and unauthorized access to stored communications. So you could go ahead and continue to think that you're gonna steal money from social media influencers because there's evidence has been accumulated on that. You could get straight up thrown out of that institution. And you're gonna go right where you belong, Eight of Swords energy. You, your old lady, and the rest of them that's connected to it. Because you being seen as an unfit father figure, unfit mother figure, you don't take care of your children, you're a child abuser. You sit there, you like to traffic individuals. There's a special place in federal penitentiary for you, bro. With this Eight of Swords. This individual is also is going to get their youngins taken from them because of the information that the FBI got on them. Yep. So give me cards of advice. They're coming after a kingpin, that's for sure. Kingpin's gonna get his ass locked up, along with the rest of them that's connected to him. So what's the cards of advice? Wheel of Fortune, Ten of Wands, Eight of Pentacles reverse. I would just sit there and just let the shift take place because there's something shifting. I would take off of work if I was y'all with the Eight of Pentacles reverse. I would take off of work. I wouldn't even show up to your job. For some of you out there that may be a public figure, let this shit be cleared out the energy first. Look, you're gonna get justice with the justice card. Seven of Swords reverse. Let these fuckers get caught first. I would take off from your job. If you're a public figure and this is being done to you, I wouldn't be sitting there and continue to work with the Eight of Pentacles reverse. There's a shift taking place. It's going to be able to remove this controlling energy from what you're doing for your job. Look at, ooh, Ten of Pentacles. Aha. So everything that you have had stolen from you is going to come back tenfold. You're going to get all of this back. You being guided to take off with the Eight of Pentacles reverse. If you work for yourself, it sounds like to me this is coming back around for your justice. King of Fire and the Two of Wands reverse. This is like a celebration right here with the Three of Cups. The Ten of Wands is all about a victory. You're almost to the finish line of succeeding. This Wheel of Fortune is going to bring in a lot of this Ten of Pentacles energy. That's going to better to release you from this controlling energy that has tried to control your currency. Clarify the Wheel of Fortune. Six of Swords. Trust that the universe is all working on your behalf right here. Because it is. This is external forces that are working on your behalf. There's something moving in slowly but surely that's going to bring a lot of great fortune. That's going to better to release you from this controlling energy. This has a lot to do with your job being messed with. Look at what's after that. Ten of Pentacles. This could be coming from people in the legal system. DOJ could be blessing you with that. Or the FBI could be blessing you with it. You never know. They're definitely going to better to set you free from this controlling energy, whatever is trying to control something with the devil reverse. There's external forces making sure this controlling energy is removed out of your way. But this is for several of people though. This could have been up to three people or to six people. that could have had to suffer injustice of their currency. Something that they do for their job, they was a victim of a scam. I would take off for work with the Eight of Pentacle diverse and the Three of Pentacle diverse. I'll let these others get caught first before I show up to this platform because they will get caught with the Seven of Swords diverse. Why is this person being guided to take off for work with the Eight of Pentacle diverse if they work for themselves? Because of the Sun in reverse? Because this could be making like this could be putting you in a very uninspired energy. You're not happy. I wouldn't be happy either. I know how that feels. I wouldn't be happy either. Fuck that shit. You deserve to get the right amount. You ain't showing up to your job to work for nothing. Bruh, some of you are supposed to be up to 10K. 10K. You're supposed to be up to 10K a month for what you do for your job. You being shortened of all that, bro. You being shortening of all that. Or even 8K and leaving. Something very significant about 8K. 8,000. You're supposed to be up to 8 grand or 10 grand. Somebody's been sitting back watching you bust your backside at your job and not get nothing, like rarely get anything for it. That's gonna come back around. Watch. That's gonna come back around. This could be $10 million, bro. Or 100,000. Or hell, could even be yeah, it could be 10,000, 100,000, or 10 mil. You never know. You ever heard that saying that God will bless you in unexpected ways? And people that don't look down on people that are struggling will be one of God's angels that will possibly provide you with a helping hand because they see that you're doing the right thing for your job. And these individuals got to go behind that and steal from you. Look at that Ten of Pentacles, how it looks right now. Ten of Pentacles upright. Why are you being guided to take off? Look at this right here. These assholes are getting caught in the Seven of Swords reverse. This is right around the corner too. It's slowly making its way. So that's part of a change. And this would explain why you may not have to work anymore at the Eight of Pentacles reverse or to take off because you got this coming in. That's justice. There's a celebration here too. This could be from these individuals. But yeah, you're also being guided to take off for work because this may not be making you happy. Why else is this person being guided to take off for work? This is only for the entrepreneurs here that work online and you being short of your currency. You're not getting what you really are putting in all this hard work to receive. You're not getting what you're well deserving of. But this is going to come back around though. Why else is this person being guided to take off for work? Because of an emperor reverse. Because of a controlling authority figure. That's why. Somebody trying to control your fucking job. That has absolutely no right. I'm going to read it again. That has no right under the 18-1030, known as Computer Fraud and Abuse Act, located under Title 18, Crimes and Criminal Procedure, Chapter 47. This law prohibits unauthorized access or exceeding unauthorized access to protected computers to steal data, commit fraud, or cause damage. Primary statute 18 USC 1030, Computer Fraud and Abuse Act, covers hacking, unauthorized access, and data theft. Identity theft. Under the 18 USC 1028, Identity Theft and Assumption Deterrence Act applies to using stolen personal information. Electronic communication under the 18 USC 2510-2523 Wiretap Act and 18 USC 2701-2712 Stored Communications Act cover interception and unauthorized access to stored communications. Go ahead and do a full reading while you're guided to take off of work. That justice is coming in. Will of Fortune and Justice. Why is this person being guided to take off their job? Three of Pentacle Diverse and an Eight of Pentacle Diverse, all about taking off of work. Because of a Queen of Hearts, Five of Swords, the Eight of Swords. Because these individuals are about to go to prison. That's why they're about to go to prison. Queen of Pentacle Diverse keeps on doing something. You have a money stolen from you. That's why. Nine of Pentacle Diverse. Someone is stealing your money with identity theft. This is an ex that keeps on hurting you with other people that's connected to them. The end in reverse. Because as of right now, this is not ending. With the ending card reverse. This is not ending. Nine of Wands reverse. Some of you could feel kind of tired. Look, Ten of Pentacles. Look, you ain't getting the right amount of money. You're not getting the right amount of money with the Ten of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles reverse. That's why it's all going to somebody else that's using your identity and other people that's connected to this ex that are sitting there benefiting off of what you're doing for your job. Nine of Swords reverse. Look, you're being treated highly unfairly with this situation. This person about to get in trouble though. Ten of Wands. It's basically as if you're working for these fucking scumbags and you ain't getting nothing that you're well deserving of. You also got an ex that's about to go their ass to prison for doing this to you. And there's something coming out about how someone with the Six of Cups energy, this could be a situation that's going to be able to set someone else free from your past. That may be another ex of yours that may have loved you. You being guided to take off your job because there's an ex of yours that has been tampering with your job and doing things connected to this Eight of Swords energy. But there's other people that's connected to them that has been committing extreme criminal activity. Yes, it has been verified that your job has been hijacked with the Five of Swords. You're not getting the right amount of money here. But guess what? They're about to go to prison for that. With the Eight of Swords, they're going to get locked up. This person got a legality going against them with the just reverse. You got an ex out there that's about to go their ass in prison for a long time for doing this to you. Exactly. You're not getting the right amount of money. Both of these cards in reverse. That's all right. This going to end with these individuals going to prison with the Eight of Swords again. What's going to happen to this person or these individuals that keep on sitting there trying to tamper with a public figure's platform like that? Father card keeps coming up in reverse. Promise your feds got evidence on that. Promise you they do. What's going to happen to these individuals that keep on lingering around this individual's job and doing this to them? Queen of Swords, Four of Pentacles, the Lovers, Gemini energy, Seven of Wands, Six of Wands, Nine of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, the Moon. This is a trick. This is a trick with the Moon card. They think something's gonna go in their favor. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. This is a trick. They don't see something here. Look at that. The Ten of Pentacles. This is a trick. This is all originally gonna go to a King of Cups energy. These individuals think all of this will keep on going to them, but this is originally going to go to the rightful owner. There's someone collecting a lot of information on that with the Four of Pentacles energy to make sure it goes to the rightful owner. It's court ordered for this to go to the rightful owner. This is what's in the dark. Something about a court order to make sure this goes to its rightful owner. You the owner of that currency. You the one that's making that currency. You're not this person, bro. Are you a public figure? Are you a public figure that keeps doing this to somebody? Are you seen in the public eye, motherfucker? Is your face on a public platform that's doing this to this person? Indeed not. You ain't being seen as a public figure. You ain't this person. You will never be this person. This person can be seen publicly. That money that you taking is going to go directly right back to this person. You think you're going to sit back and keep stealing and keep stealing and keep stealing and to sit there and use this individual as like a cash cow or sit there and take money from them. Your time as sitting there stealing currency from this public figure is up. FBI agents will be raiding your place of residence and raiding wherever you work at that's been doing this to these public figures. And you're going to be forced to give that fucking money back to this person. You better look like selling a lot of shit because you're going to have all this money given right back to its rightful owner. You understand me? You want that much money, get off your lazy goddamn ass and go get your fucking job. Go work for your own shit. Excuse my language, so I didn't mean to use your name in vain. They're watching you, bro. They're watching. They're investigating you. Yeah, they are. Sitting there on a covert, underhanded level, sitting there, accumulate currency, stealing currency. Sitting there watching the cinema to their job, work hard, and you going right behind them and stealing their money. They watching you, bro. And all that fucking money you taking is going right back to the rightful owner. That's where it's gonna go. Some of these individuals in the higher up institution hate you, bro. They hate your guts for what you're doing to this person. They can't stand you. You're a low life piece of shit to do this to somebody that they sit there and watch work hard for their money. And you got these fucking rats that come right behind them and sit there and keep taking and keep taking and keep taking. What's the matter? Ain't enough that you're in a nice place? That you living in a nice place? You being seen to be stealing from the poor, bro. You being seen to be sitting there taking from the poor. That's all right because that 10 of Pentacles is gonna go to the rightful owner. You're not gonna be allowed nowheres around this individual's job ever again. If they even, how can I pronounce that? Out of all the money they get back in return, they may not have to work again a day in their life. You're gonna get it to where this individual retires at an early age. You being seen to be doing this shit with this individual's ex-lover of theirs. This is what you being caught up with, targeting them with an ex-lover. This is what this is about. You want to accumulate currency and to try to have this individual in trouble. Accumulate currency and to try to have this individual in trouble. Accumulate currency, steal currency, and to try to get this individual in trouble. Y'all fucking rats are coming out this institution, and you're gonna be ordered to get this money right back to the rightful owner. That's all right, because the FBI gonna seize your fucking assets. That's what's gonna happen. Anything that was purchased off of this stolen currency, they have a trail record of it. Financial transactions of a record, a whole trail of that. Anything that you purchased with stolen currency that's been stolen from this individual, that's gonna be seized out of your possession. That's on a search warrant. There's also a legal contract and business contractor fraud being shut down too. There's a contractor get caught for a whole hell of a lot of fraud. That's a carpenter. Yeah, yeah, you like to repair floors, huh? Your ass gets shut down. They got evidence on that too. Hearing heavy contractor fraud. All them nice tools, nice truck, huh? Carrying a big old expensive trailer. That's all gonna get seized. Watch. That's gonna go back to this 10 of Pentacles energy. That's gonna be given right back to its rightful owner. That's that King of Pentacles. That's gonna get his ass arrested for that for contractor fraud. Watch. They've been watching you, bro. They've been watching you for a long time. So who's this that's guilty of doing this to this these people? FBI knows you motherfuckers want to be like these public figures, and you keep on doing things to siphon their energy, necromancy, ritual abuse, and you sit there and you steal money from them. They know that you want to be like these public figures, and you ain't got the guts enough to beat them. And some of these individuals are authority figures that will go to federal prison for doing this to public figures. So who is this that's going to get called up and found guilty for all that? The world reverse, nine of cups reverse. Some people are inside of here, the justice system. Leo, Libra energy, Pisces, four of Pentacle reverse, two of Cups, and a five of Pentacle reverse with the Ace of Sword reverse. I'm also getting some of these individuals that act like they don't support you. This could be happening to a psychic. I'm gonna speak up on my behalf too as a Scorpio man with this world card energy because my energy's in there. With this world reverse, that's Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo energy. With this combined together, especially when it comes to a psychic being done this way, there's only a few of them that are legit. Some of them just want to copy off of one another, but you got some of them out there like myself that are legit. I'm sitting here reading with bicycle cards, bro. I don't even need cards to start with. It's just the imagery of them. It gives the viewers what they're looking at. These same individuals that keep on rerouting things when it comes to screwing with a psychic here. Let's go ahead and clear something up to see if the FBI aware of what's going on, what's being done to the psychic community. There just may be a few of them. It may not be all of them, but there's a few of us, bro, that are legit. We know how to channel things accurately. Is the FBI aware of what's going on and being done to the psychic community? And these are the individuals that are being targeted for their currency right now on this platform? Yes. Six of Swords at the bottom, yes. The lovers? Yeah, they are aware of that, and this is illegal what these individuals are doing too. That's how they see that. This cycle's gonna close, what it looks like. They are aware of it. Yeah, that's the watching energy. They are aware of it. Seven of Swords, Five of Cups. This could be upsetting some of them with a Five of Cups energy. They could be upset at watching you go through that. Knight of Wands reverse. The Knight of Cups, because they know that you're a genuine person. Three of Pentacles. They know that you putting all that work in with the Three of Pentacles energy. There's at least three legitimate people on this platform that are being seen to have great work ethic. That are legit. Ten of Cups reverse. Two of Cups reverse. They all aware of all that. This is stupid, bro, what these individuals are doing. Look at that. It's coming up again. Hmm. They know that you're aware of it too with the psychic energy. They know that you're aware of it too. The Eight of Cups. I'm hearing everything's gonna be okay. You never know. You you may have one of these individuals that's in disguise. That's in this energy. They trying to hide them. You know what I'm saying, lady? Damn. If this ain't that, like this is individuals that know that you know about it. They know that you know what's going on. It's like you the biggest watch out there with a messenger air. That's how what the hell they need a federal watch list for. They got you out there that knows how to scope every. It's like you know how to look at everything. It's like you have these individuals under some type of like telescope or something. You the real watcher, you know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, but they ought to put you in charge of the watch list. You know what I'm saying? Like you know exactly what's going on. Yep, they know that you know about it with the high priestess energy. It's like the way that they look at this situation. It's like you know a lot of things with the high priestess. And yes, you are a genuine person too, and you are the real deal. With the psychic coming up in the upright position, you are the real deal. And they see that you have great work ethic, and they see that something is trying to block that. That's the Ace of Wands reverse. It's like a blockage somewhere. That's what they see. Hmm. And they see you continuing to push through that. So they see that you're very persistent. You're very stubborn. It's like they like that about you. And they know this is wrong too. This is wrong what's being done to you with the justice reverse. So they are aware of it with the message of air. But with this being here at the bottom, that's a good sign. This is a good energy coming from the higher ups energy. Because like I said, they could see what you're doing for your job. You earning your money with using your gifted nature. And these individuals got to go behind that and start stealing and taking from. Uh-uh. Uh-uh. You don't deserve that. The way they look at it, they can see what you're doing for your job. It's like it's easy access to see what you're doing rather than conducting a physical investigation or surveillance. To just see things for what they are. So it makes it easier for them to see what is being done to you on a digital level. Rather than going to your job, like if you was working somewhere physically that wasn't online, it would make it much more harder on them. But therefore, it's like they could go and check things out on a digital level to see what's going on, to see if you're being short of any currency or any of that, or what's being done to you at that job. I'm getting the energy that there's one of them in there that care about you. They don't like you being screwed with like that. Several of them are in there that care about your well-being and don't like you being screwed with like that because they know you mean nobody no harm. Now, I may not be all of them that may work in there, They may feel that way about you, but there's a few of them that do care, have your best interests at heart. That upsets them to see you going through that with the justice card reverse. They're not gonna be able to do anything all on their own. They're gonna have the rest of the individuals to collaborate with them. How these individuals feel about this individual being done that way? Clarify that. Three of Cups. There's a celebration here. Clarify the Three of Cups. Okay, so there's a arrogant energy coming from this energy. They're celebrating. I'm gonna tell you why. Remember what we seen earlier with the Wheel of Fortune and the Ten of Pentacles with the Justice card upright for the cards of advice? They're celebrating because you ain't gonna be down in the dumps much more longer. This is them losing their home. These individuals that's been doing this to you, they're losing their home and losing their moral authority and respect to a lot of people. That's why they celebrating. So some of these hires feel celebrated or they feel like the need to celebrate. But it's giving me the vibes of like an arrogant energy because of this Four of Wands in reverse. Why is the Four of Wands reverse? The end in reverse. Scorpio energy. There's a celebration energy here due to the Four of Wands being in reverse and the end card being in reverse. It's like these individuals ain't gonna really truly experience a legitimate ending because it's gonna keep on happening with the Four of Wands reverse. They're not only gonna lose their home, they're gonna lose a lot for doing this to you. And these weak ass motherfuckers like to consult into one another and rub all over each other and sit there and be worried like a pussy. Yeah, there's a lot to worry about. There's a lot to be concerned about when it comes to messing with one of these individuals right here. There's a lot you should be concerned about because in the end times, the law is going to change. Things are going to change. The masses are going to evolve and transform. And these individuals right here that God has sent down here for a purpose, people are going to be legitimate to these individuals and want to protect them and provide them with security rather than sit there and be intimidated by them. There's no longer going to be intimidation here is another thing I'm getting. They're not going to be overly suspicious or concerned with you being woke. You was already born that way. I mean, look at what's going on with the Epstein situation. Bro, shit's falling. Shit is falling. Things that people didn't want to get out, bro. It's out there. It's getting out. There's nothing they could do about it. Therefore, they could be comparing a lot of that too when it comes to some of these individuals as to say, you know what, these individuals really ain't that bad. Because they're not. They may expose some things that may be kind of mind blowing. It's like, wow, how they know all that. But at the same time, go look at the things that are being exposed, bro. That these individuals mainly came down here for a spiritual purpose to fulfill their destiny with being involved with spirituality. And these situations are relentlessly trying to get these individuals away to try to stagnate them. And you got these fucking rats that keep on trying to get Individuals like this are trouble but can't proceed to do so because they're too much aware of what's going on in their surroundings. The same individual that's been doing this to this individual has been taking this individual's money. So yeah, they are aware of what's being done to you. But things gonna work out just fine. They see things working out for you just fine too. They are watching over you. And there's good energy surrounding these individuals too. Some of them in there are angels, bro, earth angels. It's watching over some of these individuals that are gifted on this platform. So why did I channel contractor fraud earlier? Something to do with a truck full of tools and they had like a trailer or something. Why did I channel that? Message of air, two of water reverse, knight of wands reverse, five of wands, six of wands reverse. Okay, so this contractor fraud is ending with the world card. Justice could be somebody that works in the system. Five of pentacles. That right there, this ain't gonna be lasting much longer. Their karma's gonna get them get shut down for that. The Department of Justice may have a lot of evidence on that. Knight of Swords, Six of Cups, Four of Wands reversed. They're gonna lose their home. It's also been seen that this individual has been engaging in committing what they call that? What is that word? To where someone cheats on their spouse or cheats on a significant other. Like people are living together. There's a home wrecking energy here. The Department of Justice has a hell of a lot of evidence on this individual cheating on their old something about the old man, the old lady, with someone else that's in another connection. It's like swinger energy with the four of wands. Or it may not be swinger energy. Ace of wands reverse. And the five of swords. Okay, so there's a lot of crime uncovered with this situation of contractor fraud. Yep. This contractor, like something very significant about the tools that was accumulated and bought was off of stealing currency, committing cyber theft in order to start that business to start with. What it looks like. The six of wands reversing the five of wands is giving me the vibes of doing something to social media people. With the six of wands reverse, stealing all that money in order to sit there and start their own business, but yet continue to attack public figures to earn multiple streams of income off of it illegitimately? Bro, this person about to lose everything. Go. Hey, that karma's coming back here with a justice card. Somebody in here is smirking too because they know what's gonna happen to this individual. They could be watching like one of the hires could be watching this read. They know what's about to happen to this person that's been doing this to these individuals. I'm telling you. Yep. They're looking straight at this Five of Pentacles too. This business was actually built off of defamation, defamating someone's character, doing something on a social media platform with the Six of Wands reverse in order to accumulate a lot of currency off of it underhandedly. And that's how they originally started this contractor business. Got a financial money trail on that, but that's going to get shut down. That's justice being served. That's going to get shut down. Or this individual could be losing clients or something with the Six of Fire reverse. They could be losing clients or getting a lot of hell of a lot of bad reviews. Or there's something very significant about the reviews are fake with the Six of Wands reverse. It's like this individual knows how to manipulate bad reviews to prevent that from being seen publicly with the Six of Wands reverse. Of course, when they got a position of authority in order to have access to certain tools, and yeah, they could control something on social media with the Six of Wands reverse. Can't control these individuals though, because they also got the tools to see what you're doing to manipulate shit. It's all right. These assholes gonna be out of there. They're gonna run. They're gonna run this business straight into the dirt and have all this exposed over the internet with a search here, what it looks like with the world card. They're closing this cycle out, and this server's gonna lose their home and everything connected to this contractor fraud, and also connected to some type of social media fraud too with the Six of Wands reverse. Give me a final closing message. This is where greed's gonna take people, bro. That's the path it's gonna take them down. Just like I said earlier, remember how that Ten of Pentacles, like they thought they was gonna get this Ten of Pentacles energy off of these individuals? That's gonna go right back to the rightful owner. They think that it's gonna go to the, but it's not. It's a court order to give it right back to the rightful owner. Ten of Pentacles going to the rightful owner. Or hell, for some of you out there, one of these higher ups or a few of them could have signed over a check to you, and people best damn give this to you because it's a court order to give you some type of this could be compensation, a check of compensation or something, and best go to you, and they want to receive confirmation that it was given to you, hand given to you. Or these individuals may end up hand delivering something to you to where they make sure that you get that in front of everybody. As I say, hey, they're gonna leave you alone. Something about financial compensation of a court order, something about a court ordered compensation. So what's the final closing message to this reading? King of Hearts reverse, the Mother reverse, the Ace of Cups reverse, the Star reverse again, Four of Swords reverse, Eight of Swords again. The World. Okay, so something's closing out here. King of Swords coming out. The Hermit, investigator energy. Three of Pentacles reverse. The Chariot. Yeah, someone going to prison. Seven of Wands. King of Wands. Temperance reverse. Three of Wands reverse and the Nine of Cups reverse. This King of Swords is watching a Sagittarius right now. This King of Swords has his attention on the Sagittarius right now. Could be Aquarius, Sagittarius energy. Why is that? Message of Earth because there's tangible proof of something. Clarify the message of Earth energy. Corruption. There's tangible proof of corruption connecting the Sagittarius or Aquarius to a Taurus. This is an authority figure that's being watched. Clarify the Hierophant reverse. Seven of Cups. It's King of Swords. There could be several of them, as I said. These individuals really just stupid to keep lingering around this individual's job. They're watching someone at someone's job right now that's connecting this to, oh, okay, so they're watching someone trying to clone somebody at their job. They're watching a Taurus female right now that's trying to clone somebody at their job. Or someone that's connected to this feminine here. Justice reverse. They could be actively watching them right this minute, like active right now. Yeah, Two of Pentacles. Is this being seen right now, like active? Yes. This could be being seen to be done to me right now, look, as a psychic. Yeah, they're actively being watched to be doing this shit to me right now with the psychic card. This could be being seen to be done to a Pisces too. This is stupid, bro. For these individuals to keep on lingering around like that. Message of Fire reversed. Yeah, this is stupid. This is stupid. There's another one watching too with the Queen of Swords. These individuals need to get to moving, bro. They need to get to moving. Nine of Pentacles reverse. Hmm. Justice reverse. They're fixing to get in a lot of fucking trouble, bro, for doing this. I'm telling you, it's right there too. Some of these individuals, some of the other feds could be showing up today to confront this issue or this problem. Don't have to be today, but this is close by. They're about to get in trouble. These individuals that keep doing this. Why am I getting at these individuals that keep on lingering around? Individuals are about to get in trouble. The devil, because this is unlawful, illegal oppression and control. That's why. So the closing message is something that's currently under review and a cycle closing out. Why am I getting that these individuals are close to getting in physical trouble? Because of money. Ace of Pentacles reverse. Knight of Cups and the Moon reverse. Why am I getting the vibes these individuals are about to get in trouble here, Charlotte? They're on the judgment. That's why they're being watched, and there's a court order. There's a court order here. Five of Swords reverse. Because they're caught for doing something like this. Is a lot of uncovered crime with the Five of Swords reverse. They're being watched right now currently. And it'd be a sin to be trying to escalate things with the Five of Swords reverse. hmm Nine of Cups reverse. The Fool. Seven of Cups. They're caught. They're caught for hacking. This is hacking. Five of Swords, Seven of Swords reverse. They're caught for cyber hacking. Message of Water reverse. They also caught for doing things with catfishing with the Message of Water reverse. There's also crimes linking these individuals back to with catfishing accounts involving children. Queen of Fire. Four of Fire. The Tower. Okay, so yeah, this is right around the corner. This Tower moment is happening. That's right around the corner. That's about to happen. Yeah, this is gonna happen quickly with the Knight of Swords energy. Justice will. Oh, there it is again. They're about to roll in on a fire sign. Temperance. There, I'm telling you, but a Chariot card again with the Knight of Swords. There's something that's about to take place fast with justice being served. This is happening quickly with all these cards here. The Knight of Swords, the Chariot, and the Tower. hmm And there's something that's on camera here too. Justice and judgment is all about a final legal situation going in someone's favor. There's a Tower again. These individuals are caught for cyber hacking. Seven of Swords and the Five of Swords reverse, and they're sitting there looking stupid with the Seven of Cups, act like nobody's seeing them. Bro, you being watched, you could be getting your ass raided today. All they gotta do is have that sworn affidavit, and it's gonna get signed off by a judge, and they coming to your place of residence. There's a raid that could happen today for cyber hacking. All right, so my intuition is on point when it comes to that. What I channeled earlier, I said, "Why am I getting these individuals about to get in trouble? They could be getting in trouble shortly, very soon." This is coming out again. This is all about these individuals moving. They could be traveling right now. They could be on the road right now, headed to this individual's residence for doing that. This bitch needs to get the fuck out the energy and leave people alone, but the rest of these individuals need to leave people alone. They're currently looking over at this person and watching them sit there and look stupid with the Seven of Cups. This individual actually thinks that they protected. No, they not. No, they not. No, they not. All these individuals are faced towards this direction. See how they're faced towards this direction? I'm hearing these individuals on their way right now, brother. The Knight of Swords and the Chariot card, they're on their way right now. They're looking at a Queen of Wands right now. There's a fire signs connection they're looking at right now. This is the raid agents. This is also the Chariot would be more sort of raid agents, and you have the SWAT with the Knight of Swords. That's all about the helmets. hmm They could be on their way right now. They could literally be traveling right now. I'm getting it may take them like approximately like 40 minutes, maybe an hour, 2 hours to get to where they're going. Damn. So yeah, this is right there too at the tower card. That caught for cyber hacking. Is what this give me the vibes of. Seven of Swords reverse and Five of Swords reverse. Mm-hmm. Clarify the Five of Swords and the Seven of Swords reverse. What is this that's caught? A betrayal here, Ten of Swords. A betrayal, betraying somebody. Clarify that. Yeah, refusing to walk away from someone. This also refusing to walk away from someone's cyber job. Clarify the Tower. Oh, Ten of Pentacle reverse. What I tell you? That's what they're getting rated for. Ten of Pentacle reverse. That's all that illegal money. All that money being stolen. Mm-hmm. Clarify the Knight of Swords. The Patient Man reverse. They're not waiting. Oh, so I'm right about that. So they're not waiting. They're on their way, but they're not stagnated somewheres. It's like they're not stationary somewheres. They're actually traveling right this minute. They're in motion right now is what I'm getting with the Chariot card and the Knight of Swords. That's all about staying still energy, but when it's in reverse, that means motion. So yeah, they're definitely in motion right now. Why am I getting a lot of motion energy off of these cards? Cause they're coming, bro. The Hermit, that's the jackets. They're coming. They're seeing that these individuals are refusing to back away from some type of cyber situation with the Five of Swords and the Seven of Swords reverse. And the Ten of Pentacles is coming up in reverse too. That's all right. This bullshit foundation that was built off of someone else's back, that's coming to an end. Some of you could get lucky today and have justice served today. It may not be today, but it's close by, bro. I'm telling you, like this, giving the vibes of them traveling right now with the chariot. They're not holding back on this either with the Patient Man reverse. This is motion, the fastest card in the tarot deck. And you have the Chariot card, which is both indications of movement. And you have the Tower there. This is going to happen. I'm predicting this to take place shortly, either today or shortly. It's close. Why am I getting that Holy Spirit? Why am I getting that energy? Like, why would that look? The Chariot again, Cancer energy. So why would that be happening? Why would they have to rush in today or soon? Because these individuals are stupid, bro. Stupid. Reckless. This Queen of Wands is reckless. This female has been exposed, bro. Ace of Wands reverse. Five of Pentacles. Because this female is refusing to walk away from someone. She's corrupt. This is a corrupt authority figure that is exposed. She's also exposed behind doing very foul shit involving catfishing accounts with the message of water reverse, love father reverse. Eight of Wands reverse. She's going to prison. That's why. The World reverse. King of Swords reverse. This is a different King of Swords. Then you have the Message of Fire reverse with the Two of Cups at the bottom. Because this is extremely inhumane and corrupt what is being done to someone. And this is all exposed. Feds are going to have to intervene with the Hierophant reverse. This is a corrupt institution, bro. Like, this is out of line. Why is the Eight of Swords here? This is regards to someone's ex that possibly has a protective or a no contact order on them. But yet, this situation has been hurting this person relentlessly that has this on them. There's a third party connected to this ex that has been hurting this person, and it's connected to corrupt authority figures that's been exposed. That's why they're coming to resolve this situation because this is all exposed. This corruption is exposed. This cycle don't want to end out. These individuals keep on hurting this individual financially and refusing to walk the fuck away from them. Refusing to walk away from their job. Refusing to walk away from them, period, bro. I keep on feeling something uncomfortable in my stomach too intuitively. What is that I'm picking up intuitively, Holy Spirit? What is that I keep on feeling uncomfortable intuitively? It's a nudging type of energy. I don't like that energy. What is causing that feeling? I'm being betrayed. Ten of Swords. That's what it is. Yeah, Hierophant reverse. Because these fuckers are lingering around my channel because it's resonating with my situation. With the Hierophant reverse, Wheel of Fortune, Mother reverse, Seven of Pentacles reverse, the Eight of Wands, Six of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, the Message of Fire, Temperance reverse. That's my intuition trying to tell me that someone is doing something to betray me. Patient Man reverse, the Eight of Swords, Five of Cups, Three of Pentacles, and the Queen of Wands reverse. This bitch keeps on lingering around in the energy and doing something to try to put this Eight of Swords on me. This demonic bitch don't want to get the fuck away from my YouTube channel and stop trying to mess with me. This authority figure. That's who I'm picking up that's bringing a bad feeling to me intuitively. This is the person right here. Queen of Wands reversed. What about this person? Father reverse. Cinevision has a hell of a lot of daddy issues with the father card being in reverse, but that's also the emperor reverse. Abuse of power and control. A controlling energy. Ace of Cups reverse. Clarify the Hierophant reverse. King of Pentacles. Yeah, this is involving authority figures. Corrupt authority figures that's around my channel. That's right, the FBI is gonna raid you, bro. You ain't gonna be lingering around my shit for much longer. I promise you that. Is the FBI aware of these individuals lingering around my channel right now trying to harm me and cause a betrayal to me? Five of Cups. Lord Jesus, send your FBI agents in with search warrants on these individuals and get them the fuck away from my channel and for me to be left alone. In the mighty name of Jesus on the Psalm 58, Lord, send your FBI agents in to protect me. The ones that you have called to serve federal law the right way, the real way to protect me. Is the FBI aware of this corrupt institution being around my channel right now, trying to betray me? Judgment reverse at the bottom. Ten of Swords, look at that. Yeah, they are. This is the truth. Ace of Swords. They have full clarity on that. Knight of Pentacles reverse. Wheel of Fortune again. Seven of Pentacles. The Magician reverse. They got clarity on these individuals using rituals to it. The Magician reverse. Something being manipulated with my channel in order to betray me. They got full clarity on that. Six of Cups. Justice. Look at that. They are aware. Eight of Wands. King of Swords. Message of Air reverse. Hierophant reverse. Yeah, there is a corrupt institution. They are aware of that. They are aware of a corrupt institution fucking with me. With the Ace of Swords energy. The Hermit, the Moon, and the Two of Cups reverse. They're also aware of a curse too. A curse. These individuals are relentlessly trying to curse me with the Ten of Swords and the Moon card. They are aware of a lot that has been done to me to harm me, bro. What it looks like. They have full clarity on that with the Ace of Swords. They could feel these dark individuals lingering around me too with the Moon card. They could feel something off with these individuals. They know that these individuals are harming me on a spiritual level or trying everything they power to project harm upon me. They could possibly feel this in their gut area with the Moon card. When I felt that earlier, they could have felt that at the same time. hmm They do have clarity on these matters with the Ace of Swords. They could possibly feel that uncomfortable energy when I felt that earlier. They could possibly feel it at the same time. Yep. So they all aware of that being done. Hierophant reverse again. And the Ace of Swords is right there. And then you have Judgment reverse at the bottom. That's all about necromancy too. These individuals are engaging in necromancy. They know that this institution is relentlessly trying to drive me insane with projecting spirits my way with the judgment reverse, with committing necromancy ritual abuse, along with using a voodoo doll too with the Ten of Swords energy. They are aware of a voodoo doll that is ineffective. Whatever these individuals are doing to this doll, they're cursing their own self, they're cursing their own position. That's what they're doing with the Hierophant reverse. But they are definitely aware of these individuals trying to curse me with the moon and the Ten of Swords energy. I'm also getting aware the FBI's are they're aware of these individuals doing rituals on them to try to curse them to prevent them from protecting me or seeing where I was coming from this whole time. They're trying to brainwash them with ritual abuse. I was able to give them clarity on several of things that was taking place in regards to what was being done to me, but also has been done to them to try to prevent them from stepping up and taking action on these individuals to get them away from me. I'm getting heavy right here with the judgment card being in reverse. They possibly got knowledge on the fact that these individuals keep on working with underworld spirits and all to try to send monitoring spirits my direction to try to get me to hear different spirits. That way they can sit there and try to torment me with spirit voices. But I don't hear none of that because I got that shit blocked on a Clairvoyant level. I don't hear none of what these spirits are saying. Like I said, God protects my clairs all the way. So how are they aware of that? The Eight of Pentacles reversed because of a scam? The Patient Man reverse? Because they're watching with the Message of Air card. They're all aware of these individuals trying to sacrifice me. With the Patient Man and the Moon reverse, they're all aware of that. I've also was able to break a spell off of this King of Swords' crown chakra that kept him from seeing things for how they should have been seen. King of Pentacles reverse and the Ace of Cups. This King of Swords remembers when I told him that I kept on getting repetitive thoughts of jail. That was rituals that was being done to me from necromancy abuse. Along with the physical violations of violate my rights under Title 18 USC Section 242, deprivation of rights under color law violation that was being committed. I told this individual this in the past about a kingpin with the King of Pentacles reverse. And I told him exactly the cards that came out that kept on coming out. It was a Justice reverse, King of Pentacles reverse, Five of Swords upright, and they had another one that was there. Magician reverse. The King of Pentacles come up in reverse too. Whenever I was staying in that 3-bedroom house, I reported a kingpin back then. And this will be the past. This individual is also connected to a water sign from my past who has been doing something repetitively involving a water sign with the Six of Cup traverse. I didn't tell him all that though, but I told him what I was going through in that three-bedroom house. I thought it was something else at first until I did a deeper investigative research and started looking into things on my own accord. And that's how I was able to accumulate evidence that this was necromancy that was affecting me in that house a lot of times. That land was cursed too, where I was at. I got full clarity on it. Something kept on getting in the way of this King of Swords from him seeing where I was coming from. He couldn't see things clearly. I'm gonna tell you why, because these individuals had my phone unlawfully, illegally wiretapped, and I told a federal agent that I said somebody else is on the other end of this line. Trust me, this ain't a secure phone line. I'm telling you right now. You need to listen, bro. This ain't no secure line. I could tell. I know what it sounds like. I could pick it up energetically and intuitively. Somebody else that has no business being on the other end of this line is on there listening to me and you talk. It's a Fourth Amendment violation. I called it out right then and there. Because when you're on the phone with them, it's supposed to just be you and them that talks, even though the phone call may be recorded. Still, though, that's policy that they got to go by. But when it comes to you having a conversation with someone in regards and you going through a distressing situation, these individuals have to understand that FBI agents have a Fourth Amendment protection too. They have the right to the 14th Amendment and the Fourth Amendment because they work for the government. They have the right to not have somebody else, a third party on the other end of that line, listening to what that FBI agent is telling me, bro. It's only supposed to be me and him talking or me and her talking over the phone. Ain't nobody else supposed to be listening to shit what I gotta say. That phone line should be secure, but it wasn't. I also got evidence whenever I was guided to contact them and I kept on hearing static on the phone like a like that. I could prove that through a phone call. It's a video recording because I would document down how many times I would have to contact them. I would just set the camera up and I would get on the phone just to prove that, hey, I'm contacting them. I need help. I wouldn't record the conversation, but it just showed me talking to them on the phone at a distance to prove that I've contacted them. And I got that on camera of the static. You could hear it like that. You could tell the phone was illegally wiretapped. I got that back in a three-bedroom house. I'm gonna tell you who's connected to that. A few of these locals in this police department and that sheriff's office too. That's who was connected to my line. That Leo female, they had a Sagittarius male and a few other ones. That's at the locals over here. That's who was connected to my line illegally. So Leo female, Sagittarius male, Taurus female. But with the authority figures, it was definitely a Leo female and a Sagittarius male. That was illegally connected to my line. If y'all want to see the video, I got the video of that. I didn't record the conversation. I just stepped back from the camera. It's like I set the camera up and I got on the phone at a distance, so you can see me on the phone walking around and talking to him on the phone at my house. But while I was waiting, you could hear the static. Whenever I was waiting on somebody to get on the line, and I took it off a speaker that way I could talk to him. But I just wanted the camera to catch that. You could hear it like that. You can hear that. I got really sick in that house too. In the that 3 bedroom house. I got really sick in that house. You could see it on my videos. I didn't look good at all, bro. I kept on having to get on the phone with them repetitively to tell them that, hey, this house is attacking me. I'm being attacked in this house. Yep. I'm getting this individual remembrance whenever I contact them about a King of Pentacles in reverse. That would be a Kingpin reverse. I remember how I kept on having torment and torturing thoughts of jail back then. But it was the physical violations that was being committed with these individuals conducting unlawful, illegal surveillance, with violating the Fourth Amendment, continuously sitting there running false investigations upon me for no reason. And I have plenty of readings. I'm talking about the whole time I stayed in that house. I got on private live streams and documented it down with my cards and what I pulled and what this was involving. Are tours involving youngins and involving fake accounts with the pages coming up in reverse. Page of Cups and Page of Pentacles reverse. That's what was being done around that time frame, and I have numerous amount of readings to prove it too. 6 of Pentacles reverse, Hierophant and Justice reverse. I have all that saved. Major corruption was being done to me involving the Earth sign feminine. And I told the FBI, I said that was the only way that I was able to prove that. I said my cards are the only way I'm able to prove that was being done behind my back. That's linking that to that bad, uneasy gut feeling that I keep getting. And this was in the year of 2023. I reported that, and it lasted all the way up till now. But it got worse in the year of 2023 to 2024 whenever I was staying in that 3 bedroom house. Individual was sitting there abusing my rights, bro. Violating my rights. Constant ritual abuse, too. Let me go ahead and see if they got any information on what was being done to me in that house. Do they have clarity on what was being done to me in that house back in 2023 and 2024? I'm going to make sure the right people get a hold of this information. Do they have clarity on what was harming me? Back in the year of 2023 to 2024, whenever I stayed in that 3 bedroom house across town. Wheel of Fortune, ooh, yeah, they do. Queen of Swords reverse, 2 of Cups reverse, the Fool, the Devil, the Tower reverse, the 3 of Wands, 6 of Cups reverse, the Hierophant reverse again, the Star reverse, Then you have the Ten of Pentacles at the bottom. I'm getting the energy that this is too much for these individuals to bear. This is nothing but extreme level corruption with the devil and the Hierophant card being there. The devil upright and the Hierophant reverse. With that Wheel of Fortune being in reverse, and then you have the Ten of Pentacles at the bottom. Something's telling me somebody didn't want all of this to surface to them, to get to them, because this was going to better to catch all this up back then. With the Wheel of Fortune reverse, with the Tower reverse, they may not have all of that was being done, but there's something that desperately don't want to be exposed with this Tower reverse. This is involving a hell of a lot of heavy level corruption here. With the Hierophant reverse, then you got the devil. I'm getting they do got clarity on that. They do have clarity on that. Why would they have clarity on that? The Star, the Chariot, Four of Wands reverse, the Three of Swords reverse. Look, the Hierophant's coming back up in the upright position now. Look, the Tower reverse again. Oh, so they was able to find out that I wasn't the one behind causing all this chaos. So they were skeptical at first what it looks like. Like, there's no way this guy can know all this if he ain't involved. But something was proven to them that, hey, I am indeed a public figure. I'm not behind running some type of Ten of Pentacles energy. Some of them could have thought that I was involved with that. That's why they could have been skeptical. That's the energy I'm getting, the Three of Wands. But things have changed though. Due to them looking into things closer and physically to observe that I'm not connected to none of that Six of Swords reverse. Look at that, the Six of Wands. This has gotten exposed due to me continuously stand up on this platform with the Six of Wands energy. And these individuals relentlessly trying to manipulate other people where I'm surrounded at. It's like people where I'm at, bro, don't know that I'm a public figure. Ain't none of them know shit about me. This community where I'm at don't support me as I say, hey man, you that guy or YouTube. You would think that somebody that's a famous person that's well known as a public figure is gonna be known that way, but nobody knows me like this where I'm at. Now, I did catch a few times recently. Whenever a state trooper went to get behind me, it's like they may have ran my place and my name come up as a celebrity or something, and they turned around quickly. Like they didn't follow me to try to harass me. They possibly didn't know who I was, and yet when they ran the tags, it could have came back as a celebrity that's under attack, and they turned and went the other way. They didn't bother me or try to harass me, and they that no. That could be a sign in itself right there as I say, oh, this man's he's a celebrity. No, we're not talking about a celebrity that goes out there that thinks that they can do whatever they want. No, it's just something that will come up on the name on the background when they run your plates, etc. Something like that could have came out that I was under attack with false allegations as a celebrity. Some of the law knows who I am, bro. I'm telling you. But over here, where I'm at. You would think you go out there, people will support you or see you in the store and say, hey man, you that tarot reader on YouTube, like you read tarot cards, or you're a spiritualist. Now I watch the channel all the time. You don't get none of that. I don't get none of that. Six of Wands is all about praise, recognition, social media influencer. How I'm seen on this platform with all these individuals that subscribe to my channel, I'm not seen like that over here. It's basically as if I'm a ghost to this town, bro. Seven of Swords, yeah, there's an imposter somewhere. Judgment and the Two of Cups. How they was able to figure this out? Some of them could have followed me with the Six of Swords reverse. They could have had to conduct some physical following, but not to harm, to cause any harm with the Three of Swords reverse. I don't mind that. Just like I told him before, bro, you want to see what the hell is going on, look into the shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to sit there and sound, I ain't being rude about it. It's just, that's the type of frustration I have with the situation. They really want to see what's going on. Here's the license plate number. That's what I be doing 24/7. I go to the store, I jam my techno music, go out to the grocery store, go out to take a walk in nature. This is what I do. They may have had a result to a bit of following, but not to cause any harm, though. Just to see that, hey, this ain't me that's connected to all this right here, causing all this chaos. Somebody's been imposter in me. Told you. Told you. Someone believed me since the jump, what it looks like with the Two of Cups. By the way I announced this to them, someone already believed me from the jump. Even though they can't go back, they can't go based off of word of mouth. They gotta have physical evidence or something to back that up. I'm getting some of them has indeed backed that up. As I see that somebody was doing something deceptive behind my back with that Seven of Swords energy. That's imposter. And how they was able to identify this ain't coming from me with the Seven of Swords energy is by the physical following with the Six of Swords reverse. But this following wasn't done to cause harm, to try to psychologically cause me distress. This is to see what has been done, what has been going on with the Two of Cups energy. As I say, as okay, now I see where you coming from. That really ain't you. This right here proves that that Seven of Swords is an imposter. Imposter in me. Committing all that fucked up activity, and yet this is what they were skeptical on. It's like there's no way this guy is this person. There's no way he knows all that. He can't know all that. Come on, now he can't know all that. And this right here is bullshit. That imposter is proving I'm wrong because that's the one that's trying to simulate as if I'm doing something that I'm not with that tile reverse. And this is something that these individuals over here don't want to expose because it's going to shatter the illusion. And that's going to better to dismantle a sacrifice upon me with that patient man reverse. I ain't being sacrificed, you dirty bastards. I'm not being sacrificed. You gonna put this motherfucking imposter in the sacrificial chair, not me. You gonna get this shady bastard that's been doing that to me. Each and every last one of them that has connections to this imposter, that's the one that's gonna take the scapegoating. That's the one that's gonna be scapegoated. You ain't scapegoating me, you piece of shit. You ain't doing it. I'm too powerful for you. I'm gonna well let these high ups know that too. Ain't nobody in position of power sacrificing me. You understand me? On the titles and sections of U.S. Supreme rulings. Ain't nobody gonna sit there and be in a position of power and to sit there and try to harm me that way. You gonna do your job, protect me, dude. That's what you gonna do. Because I'm gonna stay on this situation until everything is exposed to the right people. You're not gonna sit there and have me done this way over and over and over and over and over, and nobody be held accountable for it. While this is being done to this public platform, me being gypped out my donations, and these individuals sitting there trying to control the live stream, huh? That's bullshit. You heard the titles and sections earlier. Get on it. Get on it. You got probable cause enough right then and there. Get on it. Because I ain't going to sit there and shut the fuck up about it. I'm not. Until you do your job the right way and protect and serve me, bro, I ain't shutting up. You work for me. You got to keep that in mind. You work for me. You serve me as a U.S. citizen of this country that has the 14th Amendment, the 4th Amendment. I have federal protected constitutional rights here in this country. I don't work for anybody for free. You understand that? I ain't no slave to nobody. I work for my shit and I'm going to get the right amount of currency that I'll put in when it comes to this hard work that I'll be reading with these cards. This is not an easy job. I'm going to call it out again. Under the 18 USC 1030 Computer Fraud and Abuse Act covers hacking, unauthorized access, and data theft. Identity theft with the Seven of Swords energy. I'm going to call this out, remind them of what they're there for to protect me from. 18 USC 1028 Identity Theft and Assumption Deterrence Act applies to using stolen personal information. Electronic Communication 18 USC 2510-2523 Wiretap Act and 18 USC 2701-2712 Stored Communications Act cover interception and unauthorized access of stored communications. It's under y'all jurisdiction of these violations being committed upon me. Get to work, bro. I'm not there to do your job for you. I know exactly what has been done to me. And this also resonates with other public figures. But it's not for me to really sit there and stand up for them. I'm just going based off what I channel through my cards with that Ten of Pentacles being in reverse. This has been done to not only me from these same individuals that has been doing this to me on this platform, they're doing this to other people. If they can do this to my channel, they can do this to other people. And you have the federal law jurisdiction authority, no matter if it's in the state of Louisiana or not, no matter if you're a local field office or not, you're in federal jurisdiction. That means throughout the whole United States, you can travel out the state of Louisiana and conduct a raid, even though you may be a local field office in the state of Louisiana. These individuals need to know that they have federal jurisdiction authority to protect me, bro. You can come down locally where I'm at in this state and raid these individuals. I don't know what the fuck the holdup is, bro, but I'm not gonna sit there and be quiet. I have rights in this country. If I was so-called a criminal FBI, why would these individuals be sitting there tampering with my shit and trying to run my YouTube channel in the dirt with sitting there stealing currency off of me? Why would they continuously sit there and do all of this over and 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 over? Why? These people are fucking with my currency over and over and over and over and over. Every time I get in a car and travel and go to a fucking restaurant, I'm being lied on over and over and over and over. I deserve to be traveled. I deserve to travel freely, motherfuckers. You understand me? I deserve to travel freely. I want whatever the fuck is on my car investigated. I want it taken off my car and used against these individuals. Matter of fact, I want that car that I have seized for FBI evidence to prove what these individuals have been doing, involving trying to lie on me every time that I travel. I want a new vehicle, a compensation of a new vehicle. Y'all can have this piece of shit car. Something that's being done to me that's very hateful to me, that's in violation of my rights to have me lied on every time I travel, bro. Get the raid agents in there right now! Exactly.